All right, we're off. It has begun. One thing to
set on Fuff probably.
Yeah, Fuff is has an insanely good time in this game. Mid 43 if I remember right.
Yeah, 43, 32 I think. Current world record for this game.
That's just mind-boggling. As always, this game is using in-game time, so the runners might be a little offset in loading times. So even though it may look like somebody's ahead, in reality they might not actually be. Fuff currently is in the lead by a few seconds here. So if you haven't seen Hat in Time before, it's a 3D platformer, and all of the levels are split up into chapters, and those chapters have acts. In this run, the runners are going to be often going out of their way to collect yarn, as well as green pawns. The green pawns are currency, and the yarns are used to make hats. Right there, both runners are doing a strat known as ticket duping. You can dupe a ticket by grabbing it in your invincibility frames, so you can get 2 for the price of 1. That's used for all of the ticket-based sections in the run. Crafting the hats during cutscenes also is pretty fast, since it costs no time at all, because the cutscene's playing in the background. This part of the level here is slightly luck-based. The amount of pawns the Mafia guy drops is randomized. You can get between 3 and 5 pawns per drop. And there's nothing you can do to influence that, unfortunately. It's not the end of the world if you get bad luck here. You'll just have to make sure you have enough before heating up Mafia Town. And with the new route, that shouldn't be much of a problem if you're being careful.
Yeah, definitely. As long as you have around 50 pounds in this next level, which is Bar Battle, you should be fine.
This level here is technically classified as the first boss fight, but it's more of a mini-boss than anything. It's also an auto-scroller, pretty much. However, there are some creative ways to speed it up. These runners are going to be using the Brewing Hat to get the Mafia off the barrel tower early, as well as deal some extra damage. The way the Mafia work is that they don't let you do the same attack consecutively. They make you switch up your moveset, and using the Brewing Hat in combination with your melee attacks is the fastest way of doing it.
See if girl can handle this barrel. Stand still.
So, Fuff just found a little ledge to stand under where the barrels will never hit him, and he'll just be sitting here for a bit, doing nothing.
Yeah, this is the outer square part. You just need to wait in this part. Many people have tried to like find a quick kill for this boss, but none have succeeded yet.
There was a quick kill in the beta version of the game, but since the tech used for it is obsolete, it doesn't apply to full game.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
you can instantly kill the Mafia on the very last phase by void warping into his collision.
Oh wow.
It also involved 12 FPS.
Okay, never mind.
So right here, both runners are entering the first boss fight. And before they do that, they have to go through the Mafia base and do a few tasks. This boss does have a quick kill that you can do about halfway through the fight. And that'll be explained more in detail as we get there. So currently, Fuff has a lead of roughly 10 seconds over Patwah as of entering the Mafia building. So yeah, this part's pretty straightforward. You just have to press the button with the bucket, grab the key, and then make your way over to this area. And right now, Fuff is doing a skip where you can get on top of the door frame here. Oh, that was weird. But he got it.
That was really weird.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. So here comes the boss fight. The boss fight is pretty luck-based, unfortunately, depending on how many sandbags he throws, as well as how many times he gets angry. There's nothing you can do to influence this. You just kind of have to go with the motions and accept what happens. The runners are doing the fight normally pretty much, as intended, but pretty soon they'll start positioning the Mafia guy to set up for the quick kill. If you look at Fuff's screen, he's going to be luring the Mafia to the left side of the screen on his second little stomp attack. Yeah, Fuff got pretty unlucky there. The Mafia guy is throwing down an additional sandbag. But now he's on the left side, and now what Fuff's going to do, he's going to run to the right side of the stage and charge his brewing hat. And if done optimally, the Mafia guy will just fall into the ground and hit a death barrier. And that's it for the fight.
Ooh, the lead is actually pretty close now.
Yeah,
Thanks
Patwah
to
gained a lot of time. There's about 4 seconds between the two currently. Right here, the runners can make a choice here. They can either do the Sewers Time Rift or they can do Golden Vault. The order you do these two does not matter at all. It's all personal preference. Fuff is going for a double dupe strat, where you can dupe a ticket twice to get 4 tickets for the price of 2. Again, this is all possible by grabbing tickets in your iframes. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for timepieces. It only applies to tickets. And over on Patwah's screen, he's doing the Sewers Time Rift. Time Rifts are platforming, cycle-based levels. They're all very short and sweet. And they're pretty fun to do. And now both runners will do the opposite of what the other just did. Patwah is going for double dupe. We'll have to see if he gets it. All right, first done. Oh, he missed it.
Oh no, that's so unfortunate.
Oh no. That is a lot of time loss.
Yeah, if you miss that, I think it's actually faster to like just go back to hub and then try it again. But in a race, it's probably just
Oh no, he bonked on the wood.
That's even
Oh no, that
That's
is not
worse.
good. Yeah, that strat is pretty easy to mess up. And there's a backup for that actually. You can get one of the Mafia guys to hit you, and you can get the double dupe that way.
Yeah, but that backup is actually it has a lot of RNG involving. So it's not really viable for RTA, sadly.
So yeah, Fuff has a really considerable lead at the moment, and currently he's heating up Mafia Town. In this level, there's a bunch of death warping involved. Fuff is going for one right now. It helps save a lot on travel time because you're going around the entire Mafia Town to turn off faucets.
So he was supposed to take damage there by landing on the faucet, but sometimes when you're like holding a direction, she will, instead of taking damage, she will actually like try to climb the faucet and she won't take damage.
Yeah, that can be really annoying at times.
Yeah. So a backup is to just boost over that roof of there and then take 3 damage on that part, on this part, like she just did.
So Fuff is going for a strat where you can get stuck in the faucet using the brewing hat. You can do a cool little void warp. Got it first try too. That's extremely impressive. So yeah, it looks like Fuff has about a minute on Patwah.
Yeah, that was actually really good from him. 142. And Patwah is actually doing the all route. The route that Fuff just did is actually kind of new. It's not very old. Since that trick on the last fast was discovered by Doka, I think like 1 or 2 weeks ago.
Feels like almost every big thing in this game was found by Doka.
Well, pretty much.
Yeah, the mastermind of strat finding. So now Fuff is going to be doing the last time rift before moving on to chapter 3. This one's pretty straightforward. It's very similar to the last one. Same old platforming fun.
Oh, he missed the,
no.
oh no. He missed the boost there.
Slight little hiccup in movement there, and now his cycle is going to be off.
Oh, that was close too.
Yeah, right on the tip of that ledge. I wonder if he's going to go for it. Yeah, he's going for it.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Nice. That was a good recovery. He played that level pretty well, aside from the mistake at the beginning. So now Fuff is going on to chapter 3, and you might be wondering why we're doing chapter 3 before chapter 2. That is because we need an item in chapter 3, the hook shot, for chapter 2. So it's more convenient to do it beforehand. And we have enough timepieces anyway, so it all works out. Fuff also talked to the cooking cat. That's part of the new route that was discovered about a week ago. You have to get a relic, construct a hamburger, and then you can unlock a purple time rift, which will be done at the end of the run. Fuff going for bag skip. See how he does here.
No problem.
Nice. Easy. Very well executed. That's one of the trickiest skips in the game to do.
And maybe worth mentioning, also discovered by Doka.
Unsurprising. Fuff is going to be setting himself up for a cherry death warp. This is performed by killing Hat Kid with a cherry as you collect the timepiece, or while you're in the timepiece animation. And this skips having to go back to the hub and entering the next act, because you can just go ahead and do the next act immediately without any delay. Pat was also going for bag skip. See how he does here. If he misses it, that could cost him some time.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Very, very nice.
First try for both?
Yeah. See how Fuff does on Cherry here? Yep.
No problems for him. Still, Fuff's lead is actually quite big since the troubles that Patwah had on Golden Ball.
So yeah, as you can see, Fuff just went ahead and entered the next act without going back to hub. You can do a little zip up the tree there with your dive. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it'd be great on Switch, but they can't really port it exactly. Unreal 3 does not support Switch natively. And if they were to port it like the Rocket League guys did, that would be very, very expensive and time-consuming. Especially considering this is a crowd-funded game. Pat was also going for Cherry Death Warp. Also gets it flawlessly.
Patwah actually playing pretty well in my opinion, except for the Golden Ball. He has been playing very well.
Yeah, he was really close to Fuff, especially at the beginning. Just had troubles on heating up Mafia Town, unfortunately. Yeah, Unreal 4 supported, but not Unreal 3. And porting it to Unreal 4 isn't exactly possible either. I'm sure the developers would love to put it on Switch, it's just not realistic. So Fuff is doing mail delivery service, and this is the only act where keyboard and mouse is definitely faster than controller, because you can aim a lot more smoothly using your mouse than on a joystick. It's a lot less cumbersome. Fuff also got the Snatcher contract to enter Toilet of Doom. That's the first boss fight they will be doing. So Fuff is going for Toil of Doom. This strat was found about a week ago. You can kill the toilet by messing around with your graphics settings at a certain point.
And guess who discovered it? I wonder.
I wonder. See if he gets it. This part's also a little faster with keyboard and mouse, and gets it flawlessly. As soon as the toilet falls into the floor and the camera starts to turn, you can go into your graphics settings and change the environment detail. And when you do that, you want to buffer the pause input, and the toilet will just hit a death barrier, and that's it. That's probably one of the most bizarre strats I think I've ever seen in a game.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, you'll see in this act, the runners often enter acts through other acts. You can get to Vanessa's mansion a lot quicker by going through Toilet of Doom. Normally, you'd want to be hitting those bells to spawn green platforms, but you can just sprint jump and sprint double jump over everything. Fuff is playing amazingly well at the moment.
Yeah, he's doing really, really well.
Very little mistakes on his part. Oh, Patwah he forgot to put the hook shot on. Oh no. See how well he gets Toil to quick kill. Yeah, and he got it.
No problems.
That strat's fairly easy once you get the timing down. Did that count for Patwah? The timepiece?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you can realize that if you look at the top right, you're gonna see the timer froze. If the timer froze, that means that you got the timepiece.
Cool.
That trick that Puff just did is what we call the TSJ, or triple sprint jump. You can only pull it off when you're like near a ledge. The same as the double sprint jump. Oh, Fuff. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, that's gonna set Fuff back a little bit. I just got back. Did he die on that spinning platform?
No, I just missed the cookie.
Oh no. The cookies are the best part of this level. It looks so tasty.
I know, right?
So the rift the runners are on right now is very cycle based. And if you mess a little bit up here, you can risk missing a cycle, especially on the gears part. But looks like both runners are getting it just fine, which is good to see.
Unfortunately, in this game, like all the all the rips are pretty much cycle based, especially the ones that are in 90%. So one single mistake can make you lose a lot of time.
Fuff is going for the second quick kill of Subcon for the Snatcher boss. This quick kill is not as instant, but it is pretty dang fast. So if you get at that point and go slightly to the left and spam your attack button, you can just get hits on the Snatcher. Fuff is going to be hitting Snatcher until he sees a very certain text box. And then he'll proceed with the fight as normal. For some reason, it works better on 720p. His hitbox is a lot bigger. Why it's like that, I have no idea, but works out for us. And that's it. Fight's over. And now you get to watch the cutest cutscene in the game. The funny part about this cutscene is that since we skipped the Snatcher cutscene, we did not lose our soul. And in this cutscene, we got our soul back. So technically, we have 2 souls. Doesn't mean anything.
We just stole the soul from someone.
Yeah. Some poor soul.
That was a pretty good time on Snatcher too, 149. Ooh, half game.
Bad burger luck, but he corrected it quickly. So Fuff has unlocked the Purple Rift in Mafia Town, and he'll be able to revisit it later. So if you've seen Hat in Time before, this new route routes out Big Parade, Moon Rift, and the fake finale. I apologize to everyone who loved Big Parade, but it was its time to go. It's just too slow. This level is stealth-based, and you have to avoid getting seen by the owls. It's pretty easy to do, but there's one penguin at the end that will instantly ruin your day if he gets the slightest glimpse of you. But Fuff is going pretty quick here, so it's possible he might not even encounter his line of sight. Also, Patwah got the quick kill on Snatcher successfully. Very well done. That was an insanely clean Deadbird studio.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
We need to give you a...
Big parade, isn't that great? Big
Yeah,
parade. Go ahead.
for those who don't know what party is actually, it was a 4-minute auto scroller that wasn't in the 90% route. It was pretty terrible in my opinion.
It had some cool tech, but at the end of the day, it was still an auto-scroller. And you had to sit around doing nothing for a good portion of it. So the level Fuff is on is called Murder on the Owl Express. This is a murder mystery level where you have to gather evidence to convict the murderer of an owl on the train. But you don't have to get any evidence at all. And that's exactly what Fuff's going to be doing here. There's a lot of cool sequence breaks done in this level. That skips nearly every important part of it.
Oh, Patwah, that was unlucky.
How far was he in? I wasn't looking at his feed.
No, just the start of the DBS.
Okay, good.
Doesn't lose that much time, but it still loses time.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So by doing a series of consecutive wall jumps, you can get on top of the second floor of the train early. Which is pretty cool. It is possible to enter that door before the cutscene restarts you, but it's insanely difficult. It doesn't hurt to go for it either, because if you just miss it, you'll be teleported back.
Yeah, the window to get that is so tight.
And with that, Fuff is done with murder on the Owl Express. All he has to do now is convict the murderer, and that's it. And since he didn't get any evidence, the only person he can convict is the conductor. And the good thing about this level is that no matter what answer you pick, it's always correct. There's a unique outcome for every convict here, which is pretty cool. It definitely adds to replay value in general casual play. So this mission on Fuff's screen is the only moon level we do in the run. This one's really short. It's very platforming intensive. You have to go around and get a big fan club by looking cool. Fuff is doing the new route for this level, which is really interesting.
That boost he did at the end is not easy at all.
Yeah, Fuff currently has a really big lead on Patwah. But the race is not over yet. Anything can happen. Beautiful execution by Fuff
Wow.
and Gowry. Just beautiful. That's amazing.
That was amazing.
That's incredible. So Fuff has one more level to do in this chat, one more main level to do. But before he gets to that, he'll be doing the murder on the AliExpress Rift.
Because he was missing one of his
Again, the Moon Rift is not done. It was one of the levels that was routed out. Because you have to get into Big Parade to access it, but we don't do that. And I don't think you can access it from Big Picture or Picture Perfect. Big Picture. Thinking of Steam here.
For those wondering if this is 43 pace, I think this is low 44.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
A 44 in a race is unbelievably good. This level is called Train Rush. It's a classic in the speedrunning community. Very fun level to play. It was featured in the beta build and the speedrunning build that was released prior to the game's launch, and it's very linear, fast-paced, and lots of obstacles to avoid. Yeah, Fuff got that skip at the platforms there. Hardcore Cheese, Fuff has been playing very well. There have been a few minor hiccups, but overall it's been very smooth. Patwah is also playing pretty well too. He's a few minutes behind Fuff, but keep in mind their PBs are separated by a few minutes. I'm not sure what pace he's on currently.
Oh, he missed that cycle. Fuff is now doing the only purple rift at any percent.
The purple rift is different from the other ones because it's all separated into floors. And to get to the next floor, you have to collect a certain amount of gold pawns. There's some very unique routing in this, because there's a bunch of pawns scattered around. The meat room is also cycle-based. If you happen to make a mistake at any point earlier in the level, you can risk messing up that cycle greatly. Again, very clean by Fuff. Fuff just has 2 more levels to do. One of them's in Mafia Town. It's called Cheatin' the Race. That one's always a fun one.
This level used to be the worst nightmare for runners back in the days, but nowadays it's just another easy level.
Yeah, for beginners it can be really hard to get the timing down, but once you get that down, it can be pretty easy. But the method that Fuff's doing is exceptionally difficult. He's going to be doing it the intended way. So his dive boost needs to be really, really solid. And getting it perfectly, look at that. That was incredible. Yeah, Fuff just has one more level to do before finale. This is the mailroom rift. This one is unique because it has a bunch of annoying birds that deal excessive amounts of knockback. And if they come into contact with you, they will ruin your entire week. But looks like Fuff is having no problems with the birds right now. Oh man, that was close.
Oh, that was really, really close. Still at 16, wow.
Oh no, I think he said no to Dino Hat.
Well, if he said no, he has good taste.
The finale is the longest level in the speedrun by far, but there's a huge skip in it that speeds it up dramatically. It's also the reason why runners play on the 1.0 build the game. This skip was patched out in later versions. So this is looking maybe 44?
Yeah, I think it's his low 44 pace.
Okay.
But it also depends on how good his finale is, and if Mustachio is nice with the RNG or not.
Yeah, unfortunately there is luck in the final boss fight. And of course is non-manipulatable either. Oh, and Patwah overshot the well there. So Fuff will be going through a hole in the wall out of bounds, and he'll be climbing his way up to the ceiling. It's just a hole in the wall. There's no glitching involved. You just go through it and you're there. It's an oversight by the developers. You can slide on the ceiling of the level by going off to the far left. And you're going at maximum speed here. There are some obstacles to avoid, little bumps in the collision. But you can go around those fairly easily if you know the timing for it. Fuff went for full slides and got it. Got all of them. All he has to do is climb back up and clip back in bounds.
Ooh, Patwah.
That was
Almost
so
failing
close.
that CTR. Wow.
That was close. Thankfully, the cutscene trigger for Mustache Girl extends out of bounds, so you can just hit it and teleport back in easily.
Excuse me.
And now he's entering the first phase of the fight. See how he does here.
Ooh.
Alright, it looks like he got it fine though. With the dino hat.
Oh no.
So he's going to be using the brewer hat very often here to hit Mustache Girl while she's in the air. You can also do on ground too in certain situations.
Yeah, the brewer hat speeds up these, in particular these two phases on the final phase by a lot.
Here comes the luck-based part of the run, of the fight. You'll be given cherries to throw at Mustache Girl, and the amount of cherries you receive is luck-based. You can get between 1 and 4. 4 or 5, I think.
Yeah, I think that should be correct.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Getting a 1 cherry is very rare. It's about a 6% chance of it happening. See how this luck plays out for Fuff here.
Wow.
Very
That
nice.
was really good. That was two cherries? Or 3?
I think so. 2 or might have been 3. I wasn't paying attention that closely to the amount.
Red-hooded girl, get lost!
So now at the final fight, there's not much to worry about because you have infinite health. You just have to kill her as fast as possible. Patwah was having issues with finale skip, unfortunately.
Oh, bad one. Also, Katka? No, this is not a sub 44 by any means.
Yeah, definitely mid. Nonetheless, extremely impressive. Extremely impressive gameplay.
Yeah. This is definitely a low 44 pace, which is actually amazing.
And Fuff is about to clock in. Fuff is the winner. That's incredible.
That's amazing.
That is incredible.
For reference, that's that'll be the 3rd time on the leaderboard if you don't count his world record run.
But yeah, Pat was doing his slides now. It looks like he's made it almost to the end, just has to climb back in bounds now. And we'll see if Fuff wants to join us for an interview. That would be nice, but it's completely optional as always.
Oh. Go on.
Yeah, Spy has a... Oh, he got the camera stuck glitch.
Oh, that's unlucky. Okay, he got it.
Nice.
Yeah, that can happen. I don't know why that happens actually, but that can happen and it can ruin your day.
Yeah, Spy has a 44-25. Jeez.
Yeah, second place is 44-14 by Hia. And third place is 44-25, I think, by Spyronet.
Patwah is now entering the luck-based phase of the fight. Yeah, I'm trying to contact him, Kafka. Alright, so let's see. Is this PB pace for Patwah?
Might be.
He has a 48-52.
He got really good luck.
This could be PB, assuming his PB is correct on speedrun.com. Yeah, 48-52. If he's really quick in this last section, it might be possible. We'll see, though.
No, I'm pretty sure that was Tucher, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, he will need to play really well in this phase to get a PB, I think.
Yeah, look, he slipped up a bit there.
Oh, that was unlucky.
Yeah, it's cutting it real close.
Ooh. Yeah, this phase can be a nightmare to play properly.
Yeah,
More
this
like
is
to
no
optimize.
This is not a PB, unfortunately. It's gonna be close though. It's not too far off. He only missed it by a few seconds too.
Yeah, unfortunate.
And the 49-13. Still a good time. We'll have to see if Patwah comes in for an interview and Fuff does want to interview. So we'll get that going shortly. Patwah's not in this thing. But anyway, yeah, great showing by both players. That was a fun race to watch. Hey, Fuff. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Is this not working?
Oh, I hear you.
Okay.
I hear you now.
All right.
Just want to say that you're a legend.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that was an incredible run.
Yeah, crazy good
Oh.
run, man.
Yeah, well, Mafia Town wasn't that good, and then I had the little slip up in Village, but then from Pipe to basically from Pipe to Mailroom, I was on pace with my PB, and then a bit slow on Finale, but otherwise it was a pretty good run.
Definitely. Yeah, Patwah missed PB by only a few seconds. You two were pretty close until heating up Mafia Town.
Yeah, I got pretty bad Mafia Town for me, I guess. Like, I think my best possible time was like within 10 seconds of my PB by the time I exited Mafia Town.
Yeah, I think in particular, Gallery was like really solid. Like you got a 30, I think 27 Gallery. That was really good.
Yeah, I don't know. Gallery's, I think, one of my better levels, but yeah, most of the run was pretty solid.
Well, I mean, that would have been the third spot on the leaderboard, so yeah, that was definitely a run.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Patwell will be joining us. He's not in the server right now. So we'll see. But yeah, that was really fun to watch. Congratulations on the win. You'll be moving on to Woofer ZFG.
All right. Yeah, I guess good race, Patwah. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, let's see here. Might as well announce the upcoming matches. Nothing scheduled for a few days, but on June 24th at 12 p.m. Eastern will be Swar versus Headstrong. Definitely check that one out. You can also view the bracket and schedule in chat if you want to see it for yourself. You can also convert it to your own time zone, I believe. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Anything you want to add, Enu or Fuff?
No?
No, I think we're good.
All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.